Hey everybody, what's going on? Bahroo here, back inside of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and today we're going to continue some of the challenges. You all showed a lot of support for the Waka Waka challenge, and today we're going to do another one, which is going to be Cat Got Your Tongue. So for this challenge, you get to start as Guppy. The side effect here, however, is that you do not get the ability to shoot any tears. And I guess we're just going to go ahead and start off with a dead cat. We need more pieces of Guppy to make the Ultra Guppy. So this challenge can be a little bit interesting. So the only way that you're going to be able to actually hurt things is you have to swing around this hairball, and that is how you're going to spawn flies. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to try and find when doing this challenge is you're going to want to try and get a familiar of some kind. And we actually get Blue Baby Soul. Not the strongest familiar, but at least it's something. And these bomb guys are probably the hardest thing. If I had to say which floor is actually going to be the hardest, I would honestly say Cellar, as it has the most enemies that explode on death. Now, one strategy that you're going to want to try and implement here is you kind of want to walk as slowly as you can. This will actually be easier on a controller rather than mouse and keyboard, because you can't actually slow walk with a keyboard. But the reason slow walking is going to be important here, because you want to have enemies basically follow you, and you want to have them kind of walk into the hairball. Now, you do start with quite a bit of life for this challenge. 3 red, 3 soul, and 3 dark hearts, so that's quite a bit. I probably should have burned the dark hearts before even bothering to pick up those soul hearts, but whatever. And I'm going to save the Guppy's head for the extra two little haunts here. Now, there's actually a nice little method, if I can get this set up. There's a nice little method where you can actually get the hairball positioned to where he can't hit you, but you can hit him, just like that. And that'll take out the majority of his health. Now, as long as you set that up without getting hit twice, then hey, you'll be a lot better off. Because I know fighting Haunt can be an absolute pain with this, because you can't actually shoot any tears. As far as double deals, the only thing you're going to really want to focus on is just either followers or pure damage. You don't want anything else, really. More pieces of Guppy won't do anything for you. Actually, you kind of really already have them all. I guess you could take the paw, get rid of those red hearts, and get more soul hearts. Let's get a little bit of money here. Now, as with most of these challenges, there are no item rooms with these challenges, so whatever you get here is what you're just going to have to roll with. There's a tin of rock up there. I don't have any bombs. I'm just going to go ahead and tap this Temperance Machine again, get enough money. So you are going to want to check your shops as much as you can. As far as what items to look for, obviously a candle would be really nice. That's something that you can go for. Candles are really good for pretty much any challenge, so I recommend having them unlocked before doing most of these. If you don't have the candles unlocked, then you can go for you could probably just go for the damage. Otherwise, you're really not going to have much. Maybe mapping as well. Yeah, I would go with mapping, because you want to go through as few rooms as possible with all of this. Now, we've got about 29 cents here, so we're going to go ahead and pick up the champion belt, because that'll add an additional 2 damage to our flies, as your flies are your damage times 2, so anything that we get is going to be doubled. And that right there is what you see. What I mean by just have your enemies kind of walk into your hairball. Again, this is much easier on a controller to have them kind of slow walk into it, but that is what you're going to want to do there. We're going to go ahead and grab that old bandage. We can't re-roll anything. So we're going to go ahead and take Sin Robes and Gimpy as well. Sin Robes is going to give us +1 damage again, so another 2 damage for our flies. And Gimpy, whenever we get hit, there's a chance it could drop a soul heart, which we are going to get hit during this challenge. You can just expect to get hit at some point, somehow. We didn't get any more followers, which is funny, because now I actually want the followers, where usually, you know, they just happen to pop up in my speedruns. And I've actually want to throw this at you all. Now, I've been looking for methods in order for ways for me to like start with specific items, like for example, like I could start with soy milk or start with any kind of specific item. I think I might be making some custom challenges, and if I can actually get that working, I'm curious how many are interested about doing custom challenges. Starting with specific items that you all choose and going however far you think that challenge should go. I don't know about taking all of them to Blue Baby, because some of these are hard, but they only have to go to Mom. Now, Chub can be a little bit difficult, especially when your hairball is this small. I did not get to increase the size of it by killing some enemies, but thankfully every single part of him counts as another part, and you actually spawn 3 flies for doing it. So I guess you get like quad damage or something out of that. I don't know. But he's pretty easy to kill. Okay, so heading on into Catacombs 2 now. There's really not much that we're going to find in our challenge rooms, but I jump in there anyway just to see if there might be, something that increases our base damage. Just something here. Just like I'm looking for crickets. Keys are not that important, as you are only going to be checking your shops here. And because we have 2 soul hearts, I'm actually just going to go ahead and tank these red heart, or these dark hearts, before I start picking up any of these souls. Plus, since we have Gimpy, we can actually tank stuff and not have to worry too much about health, because we will get health from taking damage. So we're actually not going to lose that much, and instead we're just going to have an easy clear on a couple of these rooms. I'm going to go ahead and bomb that judgment for the increased chance on our special room. Blank card looks real tempting right now, because we are about to go into depths. It should not be that hard to find some kind of card that synergizes with blank card. And now we're just going to go ahead and go back and pick up those soul hearts. But yeah, if you can find anything that generates a dark heart as well, similar to the last challenge, the Waka Waka challenge, as long as it doesn't require you to, actually use the items for this challenge, then you're usually fine. You're set. So more familiars. Obviously, the main thing that you could go for is Little Brim, but you can't really rely on him. He's not exactly the easiest thing to find. I am definitely going to pick up that soul heart, but I don't know about that blank card just yet. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just go for it. Because all we need is like 1 card. We need like a Hierophant, a Death. Honestly, anything will really just help us. A Chariot card would be amazing. Now, this boss can be a little bit trolly, because the spiders that he actually shoots out come out at full speed at you. So if you're not in the correct position, he's just going to throw those directly into your face. Ideally, you want to do the kind of the slow walk again, but because he spawns so much stuff here, it's actually a little bit difficult for me to do that. He can either be very cooperative with you and just allow you to do that slow walk on him, or he can do what he's currently doing and just continuously spawning stuff. And now we're trying to get that slow walk in, now that he's decided, hey, I'm done spawning 50 enemies. Come here, little guy. Come here. Come here. There we go. And we actually get a magic 8-ball, so we are going to get a card for this to use with our blank card. And, oh boy, Temperance Machines. I can gamble away my soul hearts for money. Oh boy. Doesn't that just sound great? Golden poop there, no reason. Like, I'm not going to spend the 20 minutes that it's going to take for Blue Baby's soul to actually kill that. And I'm going to bomb everything here. 2 diamonds. Now we don't have to gamble our soul hearts for money. We can just get the money. See? We're stepping on up. Next, it's going to give me, I don't know, what do I want next? More keys? That seems nice and useless. I'm gonna go with more keys for the next card that we're gonna get here. But Depths is actually pretty tame. I honestly find Depths a little bit easier than going through the caves. None of those items are going to be good. We got how to jump, which we already have flying, so that's not that important, and Anarchist Cookbook. We could use that to bum up some skulls. Blom up some skulls. I'm sorry. It's early. I mess up my words. I mess them up anyway, but it's early, so I mess them up extra. I messed them up extra today. But overall, we're having a pretty good time with this challenge. As long as you find some kind of base damage, you know, just like 1 or 2 damage ups, you're usually fine because your flies will do more than enough. What? The hand was already on the ground when that... No, give me my key back. There we go. I got my key back in the form of bombs. The hand was already on the ground. I'm surprised that actually picked me up. Because normally you could walk into the hand, and that's what I was trying to do, to walk into it and try and get that hairball in there. Oh well. Guess it's not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and check our shop. We got a compass. That's going to help us pretty much find our way straight to our boss in the next floor. So that's going to be really nice. When I'm on the last floor, I'm not really going to bother too much with anything. Unless you have like no health at all. Grab some money here. I'm not gonna even though I know that would be easy, I'm not gonna really bother with trying to kill those guys. And I should probably bomb out of this one as well, but there's so many skulls around here that I'd like to do that. Hey, look, more keys. I said it was gonna happen too. The game is gonna give me more keys because that's what I need right now. Spawn the flies. Kill flies to spawn flies. That's not that bad. But yeah, once we get down to our final floor, we're going to just walk straight onto it. We got plenty of health. We also have the 9 lives if we really need to. But I like being extra healthy. When I do a lot of speed running, you know, I will tank damage just because I know that I don't need it and I can go faster. But in challenges like these, I try and conserve some health for like the more annoying fights, which I guess Mask of Infamy would be the next annoying fight. But thankfully we didn't get that. We got the Fallen. So that's going to give us hopefully a good Devil Deal item. Maybe it'll give me a follower. Use some of those bombs to try and kill the Fallen. And hopefully we get something here. We get a goat head to guarantee that last deal that I don't need. Well, that's amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take Ghost Baby. I'm thinking about that Necronomicon as well, but that will actually end up killing me, and I actually don't want to proc my 9 lives. There is Judas Shadow there as well, another good item, but I typically don't take the Shadow for these challenges because they are meant to be more of a guide rather than look at this overpowered run. So I opt to not take the more overpowered items during these, which I don't know if people want me to do that or don't want me to. I mean, if, you know, if something crazy just happens to drop down, then I guess I can take it, but I don't like to. Anyway, we are right next to our mom fight here. And we're going to do a strategy that hopefully will end up working. It can be a little risky, but I'm going to try it. I want to try and get the hairball. Well, actually, it's Red Mom. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to have Red Mom, and we're going to be here for a while. All right, so your strategy for Red Mom, go in circles. She will eventually die. All right, let's try it. I'm kind of trying to get that, get the hairball stuck. Similar how I did it for Haunt. And doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that, so we'll just do it normally. But you can't actually get the hairball stuck in that doorway while you are not actually vulnerable to the hand or the eye. So that way you can deal actually pretty decent damage. It'll do constant contact damage and constantly spawn flies. And you can kill the normal moms pretty easily. However, Red Mom stomps a lot, so it can be a little bit of a pain to try and deal with that. But that's the challenge, everyone. That is the Cat Got Your Tongue challenge. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, you know, let me know. Throw in the comments section below what challenge you would like to see next. If you have ideas for what a custom challenge could be, is that something you'd like to see? You know, let me know. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one, everybody. Later.